around. So in other words, like down in Columbus, we took I-270 because it started with an even number. It was a loop around Columbus. But the first one that comes to mind is down in Atlanta. If you run, I think it's 85 out of Atlanta to the northeast, you get on to Highway 595 because it's an odd number. It spurs out into the middle of freaking Nowhereville. So, you know, if you're trying to go around the city and you're on a road that says 170, you're going to have to get turned around and find another route. Because 170 is not going to take you around. It's going to take you right into it or right away from it.
So repeat what you said about the odds and evens.
Even number interstates, 3-digit even number interstates are going to be loops around a city, or usually a cut through from one interstate to another. In other words, it's going to take you from one interstate to another interstate. But an odd number, 3-digit, will spur into or out of a city. So 270 will take you all the way around Columbus, and there's not a 3-digit in Ohio, or there's not one that goes in. But like another example is if you look in Columbus, there's 670. 670 you can use as a cut through from 270 over to 70. But again, it's a 3-digit, starts with an even, so it goes from from one interstate to another interstate. Whereas if it was an odd number, it would dead end into a city or out of a city. And I'm trying to think offhand. Like I said, the Atlanta one is about the first one that comes to mind. So if you bring up Georgia on the map and you look at the Atlanta loop, which is 285, and if you look at 85 as it comes out of 85 or as it comes out of 285 to the northeast, there's a little stretch that just comes right off of the interstate and it goes kind of out in the middle of nowhere and then it just dies. Well, that's 590. No, I think it's 585. Atlanta's up in the north. And 85 is the one that comes northeast straight out of Atlanta out to South Carolina.
I see 285.
Yeah, 285 is the loop around. But if you follow 85 as it comes out,
okay, yep,
you'll see there's a blue line that kind of comes off of 85 up to the north, and then it just kind of dies. It goes out, it turns into a state highway, I think.
Yep.
That's an odd number, 3-digit. It's a 585 or a 595.
985?
There you go. What? Is it 985?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was way off, but yeah, it's a 3-digit odd number, and because it's odd, it dies. It dead ends, basically. It doesn't take you through a city. It doesn't take you, around the city. It just, it runs off and then it dies.
So it just converts into like a regular road?
Yep.
So it's one of those highways. It's not really a highway.
It is for a short period of time.
For a short time.
Like I said, if you're trying to go around the city, and you're, basically if you're on a road and it says 170 and you're trying to get around the city and not go into it, you're on the wrong road. Because 170 is going to either dead end you into it or it's going to dead end you out of it.
Okay. So I'm in my truck, and right now I'm in Pennsylvania, and there's a truck stop with all these different trucks, and this is my truck over here, well, my trainer's truck, but I'm in it. So, take a look around.